It's time for baseball on MLB Network. It's the home opener of this new season between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Stepping into the box, Josh Harrison. He will lead this one off today.
Josh Harrison.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Grounded up to first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Starling Marte, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. A solid start to this one for John Lester. And now time to check how Joe Maddon has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 1-0 the count. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Chris Bryant waits on deck. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And the count will be full. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Nova has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Happ blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. So 1-1. 1-2 now. Again, a 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
The 3-2 pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
From the stretch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. In now, Kyle Schwarber head-to-head against Nova. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. One and 1 to Schwarber. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Line drive to left. That's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. 1-1 to count. Freese is over to take a look at it, but that's off the top of the home dugout, out of reach. The 1-1 home. Fly ball right down the line and left. Dickerson's there, and the inning is over. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. And a nice changeup that time from Lester to start things out. It's 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the Pirates have their first base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Here's David Freese to stand in. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. No balls and 1 strike. Now Lester's 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. David Freese goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Reined in, and he's safe.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gregory Polanco. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Here's Javier Baez. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Line towards center field. Marte patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, John Lester. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle. And quickly there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 8. Ian Happ.
Digging in for his second at bat, Ian Happ. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
1-1.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Striding in once again, Kris Bryant. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the 2nd inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Line drive to center field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloud Gate there, a popular tourist destination at Millennium Park.
Leading off for the Pirates, the pitcher number 40.
Softly hit here to the left side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Harrison in front, 3 balls and a strike.
3 balls, 1
Adam
strike.
Frazier waits on deck. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass 1st and 2nd with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. 1st and 2nd looks like a big inning could be brewing.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Oh, it's hit to 3rd. 5. Bryant's got it. The 2nd for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. And he gets ahead 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They're still...
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. And he misses. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. High and deep to center field. Marte going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just misses with a curveball. 1 out, nobody on. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. skied into very shallow right. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. First delivery to him on the way. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just and now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs are... Here's David. Freeze to stand in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Now Lester's 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Freeze behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Josh Bell will be next, and he got him.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Bell. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hit down the third baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw into second. And he is in there.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Bouncer up the middle. There's Baez. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Gregory Polanco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Ripped down the line, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the inning. Ready for another chance? Addison Russell, 1 for 1 after the single his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit toward the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. So 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. In there, strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Popped him up. Cervelli is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Javier Baez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. So 1-1. It's a curveball taken low for a ball. Now the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Standing in now, John Lester. He grounds it sharply to third. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the... So here now is the pitcher, Ivan Nova. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Sent on the ground out to second. A bare hand for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Now batting, shortstop.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
1-1 the count now. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Adam Frazier.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Here's Starling Marte. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Hit hard on the ground at first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by ShowTrack. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Line hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And that will be all for Ivan Nova. Here's Addison Russell, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he takes this one high, 1-1. The 1-1. To short, hit hard. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Missed with a breaking ball. Russell, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Count even at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Javier Baez, 1-for-2 with a triple so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
The 1-0. And look out. Oh, that got him. And any time you hit the pitcher, you're asking for trouble.
Oh, boy, pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, balls are flying out of here faster than they can throw them across the plate, it seems. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. It's times like this when pitchers wonder if maybe they've chosen the wrong profession. Their pitching coaches start wondering, too.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally. Josh Bell the next to hit. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Schwarber is there. 1 out.
Now batting, captain.
Ready once again, Francisco Cervelli. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
3-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Digging in once again, Gregory Polanco. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
High in the air out to center field. Marte is right there, 1 down. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder, Kyle
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is. Jordy Mercer is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. His past history against John Lester, he has 7 hits in 21 at-bats. He also has 1 home run.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Josh Harrison is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 0-2, here it comes. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Starling Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. That misses. 1-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Fouled off. Mercer at second with 2 down. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Pirates lead. Stephen Brault enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Addison Russell. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll take a look at ball one. Ball two. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike one.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first. A double play. Here's Javier Baez. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Brian Dunsing will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ben Zobrist will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
Grounded back up the middle to second for one, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he falls behind 0-2. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Zobrist ranging into the outfield, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Ready for another chance. Francisco Cervelli. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Strike one to start the at-bat. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Here's Ben Zobrist now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Line to the right side, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ian Happ trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees, because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Zobrist aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Harrison has it. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Here's Gregory Polanco starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Albert Almora is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. He's set. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. Well, you got his kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
The 0-2 delivery. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th. Colin Moran will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the 9th.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with it.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him, so he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Stepping in now, Adam Frazier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. One there, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third. He's set and the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke.
And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Ready for another shot now, David Freese. He was a double play victim last time around. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. Marte rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score. And the deficit now stands at 5.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Justin Wilson gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Hard liner toward short. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And to score, the runner from second.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. No balls and 1 strike. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Towards second, Zobrist is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
10-6, the final score in this game. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never